Hey y'all, it's Tyler Farr. Huge hello to the Bobby Bones Show listeners for sending in all these awesome questions today. Special thanks to my buddy Bobby Bones for having me on. Thank y'all so much. First question is from Dawn from Butler. She wants to know what is my favorite song out right now that isn't your own. That's a tough one. I have a lot of friends that I might make mad with this. Has to be "She Don't Love You" by Eric Pasley. Brooke from Knoxville wants to know what is your favorite song off your upcoming album, Suffer in Peace. Have to be Withdrawals. It'll be my next single after a guy walks in a bar. Favorite song I've ever, track I've ever cut. The production on it is kind of where I want to take my music. It's a little more rock, a little edgier, and I think it's something that everybody can relate to. So I'm excited to see where it goes. Hopefully, it'll be my biggest single yet. Thank you, bro. Libby from Salem wants to know what is your favorite part about being a part of the country music scene. That's a good question. It has to be about the friendships you make. It's the only genre where you have everybody's hanging out backstage at the shows. You know, you're on a tour and y'all are buddies and go, play basketball or golf or fish, and that's what makes country music. Country music is the relationship. So that's probably my favorite part about country music. Jim from Stockton wants to know what is my drink of choice. Well, Jim, I think you know the answer to that question. It's whiskey. Is my drink of choice. Jack Daniels or Blanton's. Good stuff. Go get some. Marissa from Charlotte asks, what is the one item you have to have on your bus when touring? Wheels. I like wheels. If we didn't have them, the bus would not be able to move. No, I'm just joking. Probably Hot Pockets, maybe. Hot Pockets and whiskey. Water's good too. Thank you, Marissa. Carla from Brentwood asks, if you could collaborate with an artist outside of country music, who would you choose? Oh, let's see. That would have to be Eminem. Would be cool. He cusses a lot, so we'd probably have to censor it. But have to be Eminem. He's one of my favorite rappers, so probably be him. Or Michael Bull. Thanks, Carla. Yvonne from Tulsa asks, I'm sure you have some pretty crazy fans. Is there any one thing that a fan has done that you will never forget? Yes, Yvonne. I had a gal in a t-shirt that was kind of cut that said "My Trailer or Yours" on it. In a meet and greet, she proceeded to lick my neck and grazed my earlobe. I'll never forget that. I'm still in therapy over it, actually. Thank you, Yvonne. Tammy from Cherry Hill asks, what song off Suffer in Peace are you most excited for your fans to hear? Well, all of them, but the one I'm really looking forward to get out there, there's several of them, it's hard to choose. Probably Damn Good Friends, song I did with my buddy Jason Aldean. It's a song about, it's like find out who your friends are with a little more edge and grit to it. And I think having Jason on there really set it off. So I'm excited for everybody to hear that, and hopefully they liked it as much as I enjoyed making it. Tom from Houston asked, do you have any rituals you have to do before you go on stage? Good question, Tom. There's a lot of bands and artists that have a lot of rituals. We don't really have any real big rituals. We all meet by the guitar vault and literally just take one shot of whiskey, sometimes two. But That's about our only ritual we really do. Maybe chew tobacco before or something. Thank you, Tom. Hank from Hayward asks, if you had a chance to do a duet with an artist from the past, who would it be and why? Probably Hank Williams. He was one of the founders of country music, in my opinion. Big fan, and that would just be downright awesome. So if I had that opportunity, it'd probably have to be him. I could name a million of them, but go with Hank Williams on that. Thanks, Hank. Christy from Broadway asks, what do you do to get inspired if you ever get writer's block? It's a good question. I go hunting or fishing, get outside, go home, get a few days to rest without literally any human beings around. Get away from everybody, and it usually frees up my mind. Thank you, Christy. Barry from Phoenix asks, did you have a backup plan if your music career didn't take off? If so, what was it? No, I didn't, Barry. It was pretty much went in head first. But if it didn't work out, then I'd have probably be working in Shoney's or something. I don't know. So far, so good. Knock on wood. Thank you, Barry. Mary from Arlington. Do you have any pet peeves? Yes. Stupid questions. Some people say there's no stupid question you learn as a child, but I've come to find out in my 31 years of age that there are stupid questions. And some you should just keep to yourself. But this is not a stupid question. This is a good question. So there's your answer. Gail from Bridgeport asks, who's an up-and-coming country artist you are really into right now? Let's see. I've met several of them over the past year. I would probably have to say my buddy Randy Montana. I've been friends with him for years, and he's a great guy and a great artist, and been pulling for him for a while. So he has to definitely be one of my favorite upcoming artists. Thanks, Gail. Erica from Denver asks, what has been your career highlight so far? Either has to be my first number one with Redneck Crazy, because it was the first one, obviously, and was pretty much kick-started my career. So that's one that stands out. That or singing with Family Tradition with Hank Jr. last year. That was pretty cool, too. And playing the Grand Ole Opry. I guess I have a few of them, but there's some highlights. Thank you, Erica. Colin from Waco wants to know, do you feel more or less pressure leading up to the release of your second album? That's a good question. I actually feel less. After a couple of hits, bring confidence, and you're like, well, people are digging what I do, and just first one you're a little timid. So this one we went in, and it was, I have fun in the studio. This one we came in and were just excited to make new music, and had a little more confidence, had a good year. So it was actually easier than doing the first album. Alyssa from San Diego asked, do you have any hobbies outside of music? Yes, I do, Alyssa. That is hunting, fishing, and golf are pretty much my three hobbies I do outside of music. Jamie from Orlando asked, what is your favorite cover song you've ever performed? There's been a lot of them. The one that has probably been my favorite that we actually recorded with my band is by A1 Nation. It was Sail. We played it all last year on the Burn It Down tour. Got a really good response from it, and it was just a really fun song to play. So yeah, Sail by A1 Nation. questions from Caitlin from Coventry. Which song off Suffer in Peace best describes who you are in a nutshell? Oh, let's see. Probably Why We Live Here. It's rural and got a little small town vibe to it. And, talks about a lot of stuff I believe in, so it have to be Why We Live Here. Thank you. Dale from Savannah wants to know what's one song that's not yours but wish it was. That would have to be Is It Raining at Your House of Vern Gosdin, one of my favorite songs.